Uh, Only playing one game tonight. Play Clemson at Clemson this week. Got a lot on the line here. Obviously, we got Fletcher, two, with the Heisman players. But we'll get right to it. We gotta go right at Clemson. Gotta go right at them. Mercy Lakes.
Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers offense will get the football first. And we get our first look at Christopher Vecina. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. They'll operate out of split backs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot...
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, that's a great play by the defense, and that's one the quarterback obviously wishes he had back. I think sometimes as a QB, your success from the previous game can carry over, and it forces you to be a little bit reckless, right, David? I mean, he had a big one the last time out, and he's looking early in this game on the first drive to get a big chunk play right out of the gate, but he throws that one into coverage, and the defense makes him pay for it.
Well, and how about talking to this defense before this game? They talked about, can they make something good happen early? If they could, maybe they could rattle him a little bit. Everything went well for him last week, and so good job by this defense striking early. Hopefully it'll develop some confidence with this D and maybe a little bit of hesitation with the QB.
Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Mensah. That's caught. It's Vaughn. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Here's Mensah to throw. Grabs it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Fletcher. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Boy, he was cutting that one close, wasn't he? Almost kicked it out of bounds, but it went into the end zone. It's a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looking for space, it's Haynes. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Haynes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. In the red area, it's Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Play number 9 on this drive. Wants to fire on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance, incomplete. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. It's Fletcher. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Throwing, Mensah. And the misconnection on third down.
A little follow route on right there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Running inside, it's Haynes. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. from the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. The give. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that.
Might have a chance. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Vaughn. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Tony and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability throwing the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him. And not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking. Like, the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Clemson calls its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's folding. Guys, he's folding. Chris is folding. We keep bringing this loop in this stunt. He has to step up in the pocket. I cannot let him get outside the pocket. His internal clock is going off, and if he goes to the 11 scans, he has a first down. He has a first down, but he's banking on the fact to prove it. My linebacker is holding him, not knowing that I got Day over here on top of him. Pause. Look at that. That's excellent defense.
So nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Mensah. Got a man. It's Lofton. On the move at the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
Timeout called by the offense, and maybe an opportunity to run a couple of plays to put up points before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. Inside the 40. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
That is freaking terrible. I'm trying to throw the corner out, y'all. That is freaking terrible. No, I was hitting the sit route. I was hitting 9. That's what I was doing. That is, look at that. There's no way he's sitting right back there. God.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the 1st half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking pick 6 all the way to the house that could really end up costing them.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what's the story as we start this 2nd half?
Miami's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, they have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the 3rd quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Howie. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
It's a bang-bang play, running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on 3rd down. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Vaughn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first.
When are we doing the inside run? Did they stop it? Let's see. Oh my goodness.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Unloads quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
3rd and 4. Throwing, Mensah. He's got his man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Canes have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, it's pretty apparent who they want to get the football to on this drive, right? It hasn't mattered where this guy is lined up, which side of the field. That's where the quarterback is throwing it. The defense now has got to take account of that. What's that, 4 or 5 catches in a row? Crazy. This defense now needs the key on him. They've got to be communicating, hey, the ball's coming here if it's a throw.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! They take the lead with the 6. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got the tight end. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And that last completion left a mark. 3rd and even longer coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Canes. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass.
We played them outside, so they had to force themselves inside. Oh, my goodness. Yep, look at that. We're on the outside of him, on everybody. And then when he breaks it off, it's too late because I'm already stemming. I'm twisting right there. Look at Moten. And if he throws the ball across the middle, I'm there. On the dig. God, their center is terrible. Their center is terrible, and I'm here for it.
It's incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away.
Is terrible.
Let's see what he can do with it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running inside, it's Fletcher. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Mensah pulls it in. It's Brown. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
From the red zone, it's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play.
Great whip route. He anticipated it, but we got it. Another thing that's unsung is the way I had to keep Mark Fletcher in the block. Knew that come with pressure, so I have to account for that. Look at the middle linebacker, look at 47. He's playing that. Yep, and I knew the linebacker had 17. Look, the left side is capped. Left side is capped right there on the post. I could have got there, but it was going to be late. See? I'll come back to it. I see the post. I'll come back to it because the safeties are split that far. Ammo, middle field's open. Mofo. But look at the route. Look at the route by Lofton. There we go.
Position for a score. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit.
Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had, and the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. He'll bring it back, looking for help. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pocket breaking down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football.
I love it. Go and hunt. Go and hunt. Look at this. Twist game. 78 is not that smart. Why did he bail? He had time. We're in pass coverage, though. We're in pass coverage. Oh, that's terrible, man. That's terrible. Look at him. Can I get a picture of that? He pointed at the scoreboard. He's pointing at the scoreboard. He's pointing at the scoreboard, y'all. Pointing at the scoreboard. I need a picture of that for my thumbnail. That's not good.
He's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen, but all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after giving up a huge gain. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to throw on third and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. What a catch in the end zone for 6.
They decided to go for it on fourth down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on fourth down, it's a touchdown.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Just steamrolling the defense. Just make...
So when I'm scheming stuff up, they're being aggressive on the edges. So if I bring in Cam Vaughn off the edge, watch what it does to number 15, the linebacker. He's out of place. Because now I can rock a lock it. When I say rock it, what we do is we call rock. It's a RPO to the flats to the right. Number 17. And if it was coming opposite way, there would be lock. We go to the left and lock it. Since we ran duo, ran here and got him out of place, and then ran him over. There we go.
Wait, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Got a little grass. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going. But
just plowing ahead, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next.
This game is over. We're doing well enough.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass.
I'll put us in some bad situations. What is Chris looking at? If we look at the triangle to the left, to the right, you know, he pushed away. He's staying sitting right in the zone. I don't know why they hit the flat. He should have hit the flat on his back foot right there. But he's anticipating this and there. It's crazy.
Bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
the defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it again. Tripped up for the tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Pringle. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go right back downfield. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.
Well, we got about a minute left of this telecast, so I'm gonna go over it next week. Here we go. University week, but it was look at that. That's tough. Let's get to the shutting up pretty good. 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 It's no longer about the game. I'll put something in there. I appreciate you.